Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you on how you can automate Tradingview strategies. Now in my previous videos I've mostly done indicators and this process is a bit different. So all the indicators that I provide when you join the Discord lifetime, there's around 25 of those indicators, but none of them are strategies. Now I am working on also developing some strategies, as this is now a new feature that you can do. So watch the video till the end if you're interested in how I actually set it up and connect that to the board. So without wasting more time, let's get into this video. The first thing you want to do is you want to go to Tradingview and then you want to get your strategy on the chart. So we're going to be using the MACD indicator, strategy for the purpose of this video, and this is a built-in one from Tradingview. So if you want to follow along, all you need to do is go to indicators, click on technicals and then strategies. You'll see it here in the list if you scroll a bit down, and it's called the MACD strategy. So once you have that on your chart, you will see the entries here for by the sell and the long entries. Now the difference where it comes when the strategy and the indicator is that I'm going to load up one of my indicators where you'll see, okay, here are the short and the long flags. And when we go into creating alert now and we select our indicator, you will see there's going to be a drop down list of the enter longs and enter shorts. Now if you've been following along in previous videos on how to set up your board, this is basically what you'll need to actually go and generate the syntax from the board and then paste it into these alerts so they can communicate with each other. Now you'll notice that when I select the strategy, the MACD one, that list now disappears, and that's because in Tradingview that's not a feature when it comes to basically the difference between coding a strategy and an indicator. So that's why we need to modify the strategy code a bit so we can also use that custom made syntaxes from the board to automate it from a strategy. So now I'm just going to close right here, and we can remove this indicator and we can only focus on the strategy. So the first thing you do is you click here on the source code. This is this bracket icons, and we basically need to make a copy first. So because this is not our indicator and we are copying it directly from Tradingview, we can just click here and save as, and we can just save it as whatever name you'd like. And now you see we can actually modify this code. So we're only focusing on this bottom part, and this is going to be what is giving us the buy and the sell conditions. Now as you can see, the blue on Tradingview is usually longs and the red is going to be shorts, and you can see the MACD LE is for long entry. So it's going to be this one. I'm just going to add a few spaces in there. And right there. So now I'm going to go to a text editor. I'm going to get a piece of code, and I will leave this code in my Discord server as well. If you want to follow along, you can just join the server. All the links in the description of this video, and you can just paste it into your code and just make a small modification to make it work with your code. Now this is really not hard to do, and I'm going to make it in such a way you can just copy exactly what you need to do in your code as well. So I'm going to go to this edit text editor. I'm going to copy this, and we're just going to paste it in right here. So this logic is basically simple. The long string and the short string is just going to be a tooltip, so you can basically ignore that, but you need to include it in here. And then also we have our long and our short. So this is going to create a message box in our indicator settings where we will be able to paste the board syntax in. So it will make sense when I'm finished with this. So I'm just going to show you what you need to edit. So the only thing you need to make sure that's lining up is that whatever is causing this long entry needs to be under this if statement, because that means that if that long entry happens, we need to be able to set an alert on that. So it's pretty simple that we can see that, okay, if there's a crossover from the delta and the zero, you don't even need to know what that means to basically know, well, this is going to be the long entry, so we just delete that. And the same one for the short, and just like this, it's basically all we need to do. So that's all the logic you need to change, because now whatever is giving this long entry is also going to be giving the long alert. So that's pretty much all you need to do. I'm not going to go in depth for this because I want to make it as user friendly as I can. So once you've done this, just keep in mind that if you're using, let's say, your own indicator or a super trend indicator, the TA crossover or the long logic might be different, but you just need to copy whatever triggering this strategy.long and then paste it in this if. So that means that if that condition, then give the alert long. Okay, so now what we can do is I'm just going to remove this one and I'm going to paste in the new, add it to my chart. This is going to be with the new source code, and then we're going to head over to our alerts. So if we go to our alerts and we now select the strategy again, you will see that there's now a new box in here. The reason for that is because we've added that alert logic. So all you need to do is basically click on this alert function calls only. But now again, it's going to fire the alerts, but we still haven't connected it to the bot. So I'm going to show you now how you can do that as well. But this is going to be important that the alert name doesn't mean anything. You just need to make sure that you're setting it on function calls only. Because when it is on order and fills, there might be other things in your code that you don't want to be firing alerts on, and you only want it on that alert function calls that we just coded in. So I'm not going to create the alert now. I just want to open up the indicator settings so I can show you what's happening. So the piece of code that we just added 2 new boxes in our input settings, and you can see right here is going to be long alert message with that string that we've added, and then also going to be the short alert message. So this is going to be pretty simple, as I've covered this in previous videos as well. But this is just normal syntaxes that we can generate from our board. So this is going to be long and the short logic. So when we go to our board, I'm just going to go to my dashboard and I can go to bybit. So this is going to be simple because we just need to select our pair we want to set our board on, the amount we want to use. If we use leverage, so 10x. If you want to use reversal or stop losses, you can do it as well. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to keep it as a simple entry. So we can do get syntax, and here at the top we now have our long logic. So after copying this, we can go back, we can clear out this long, we paste this in, and now we just need to go and make the same thing for the short. So we're just going to change the side to sell, we're going to get the syntax and we're going to copy that, and now on the indicator we clear out the sell, the short, we paste this in, and that is all we need to do. Remember, so now because we basically binding this long with the long alert with the if condition, and we're binding this to the short, so there's not necessary to create 4 alerts or 2 alerts. Now you only need this 1 alert because you're already defining it within the indicator. So I'm going to click on OK. It's not going to change anything based on the settings, but this is just now in the back to actually communicate with the bot. So now all we need to do is we can go and select the indicator. Again, make sure to select alert function calls only. You can call it anything you'd like. So my board. And then make sure that this is also going to be connected. I'm using the bybit exchange for the purpose of this video. And then you can just click on create. And as simple as that, now you've set up your trading board to open up longs on the MACD LE for long entry, and then also the short entries on the MACD SE. So this is all you need to do to actually convert the strategy into setting up alerts. And this can work with any strategy indicator you can modify, and that's basically all you need to do. And if you need support, you can join the Discord. I do try to help people who basically are struggling with this, but I thought by creating this video I can maybe just make it more clear on what's happening, because a lot of people just want to join a group to set up their boards and they have no experience in coding. But I've tried to make this as simple as I can so anyone can follow along. Now if you really like this video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Join my Discord server, and if you want to join the lifetime, it's only $99 US. What you get is basically full access to the trading board, both Bybit and Bitget. You don't have to do the monthly subscriptions. You also get access to around 25 indicators and all of the future updated basically updates that I do release. Now there's more exciting things that I'm bringing to the community, but I will be sharing that in the coming videos. And I'm also sorry for not posting in a while. I will try to be a bit more consistent on this. So I hope this video helped, and I will see you in the next one.